you don't do the full turn. So, that was awesome, way to go. All right, now for our final act, we have moved into what I've dubbed the category miscellaneous. Because there are some things that there just really aren't words for, friends. And this is one of them. It's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be a little odd. It's gonna be great. So, Keith and Jordan!
All right. Me ladies down here. Well, good afternoon, good evening. All right. For those who don't know who I am Keith Cox, lead pastor here. This is my son Jordan, and we're so happy to be here tonight. And first thing is very important that you need to understand is that communication with your parents is so important. And I'm blessed. I have a beautiful daughter and handsome son, and we have good relationships, and we communicate very well. And when things are going great, he can come to me. And when things are not going great, he comes to me. And last year, during football season, he came to me and he said, "Dad, I have a concern. I have a problem." I said, "Well, you know, I'm here for you. What's wrong?" He said, "Well, after football practice, I'm running and I'm all sweaty, and I wake up in the morning and there's not a good odor. What do I do?" And I realized that it's time for deodorant. So, what we did is I began to say, "Look, this is what I use." And so we said, "Son, why don't you try the kind that you roll on?" So he put it on there. And the good news, it lasted for about 48 hours, and then all of a sudden he's still sweating, and then by that third day and fourth day, it didn't work. So I said, "Look, the good news is they have these new products out there." And so I went and I said, "Look, let's try the kind that sprays. That may be the kind." So he put that new degree on, and he sprayed it, and I'm telling you, for about 3 days he was good, and on that fourth day I got a phone call from his teacher. He says, "Listen, Jordan, we know that he's doing football, but can you help him with this smell? What can we do?" And then I realized we had to get creative. And so I went around the house one day, and I found this pledge that we use, and I realized it has the lemon smell. So he tried it, he put it in his arms. And I'm telling you, 7 days went by. Things were great. Teachers called, said he smelled good. Matter of fact, he even got some of the digits for some girls at school. I mean, we were happy, but on that 8th day, it didn't work. And so next thing you know, all this stuff. So we said, "You know what? We got to get a little bit more creative." So I found this Febreze at the house. Febreze is supposed to be good for the furniture. I said, "You know what? Let's try it out." And so he put it on, and it seemed to go well. And 7th day, 8th day, we got up to 10 days, Danny. I'm telling you, it was awesome. And all of a sudden, it just went back. He woke up, it seemed to almost make him smell worse. And so I was like, "Okay, listen, I'm going to try a few more things." So we found these disinfect wipes. We thought, okay, this should do it. So he began every morning, he'd get them, and he'd wipe real good. And next thing you know, he smelled better. But you know what? On that 10th day, the odor came back. So guess what? We found something that works. And you're going to be amazed at what we found that works. Peanut butter. I'm telling you, y'all, it is amazing what this stuff can do. Now you have to be careful, because the first time we got the crunchy kind, the peanut, and it left marks. So you don't want that kind. So we got the creamy kind. So every morning he gets up and he lathers good. I mean, he lays it on thick. Now, the amazing thing is, usually what happens is when you solve one problem, parents, you know how this works. When you get one problem resolved, usually something else happens. And so we have a daughter, and we're always late for school. And so we're always running late, we're late, and he don't have time for breakfast. And I thought, you know what? I have an idea. So what I do every day is I take 2 pieces of loaf bread, stick in his book bag, and when the teacher's not looking, look what he does for breakfast during first period.